Now, Prime Minister Narendra Modi is on Mission Manipur. The Prime Minister is set to pay a visit to the northeastern state today, where he will unveil projects worth 8,500 crore rupees for both hill and valley districts. Prime Minister Modi is scheduled to visit both Imphal and Churachandpur, where he is expected to lead a roadshow and address a gathering of thousands of people. Now, to ensure safety, certain items are strictly prohibited inside the venue, including keys, pens, water bottles, bags, handkerchief, umbrella, lighters, matchboxes, cloth pieces, sharp objects, and any form of arms or ammunition. The state has been fortified with heavy security presence every 100 meters. Over 10,000 police, CRPF, BSF, Assam Rifles and disaster management personnel have been deployed at both venues as part of the multi-layer security. Prime Minister Modi is scheduled to arrive in Churachandpur by helicopter from Mizoram, the first stop of his tour, to address a rally at the Peace Ground and launch projects worth 7,300 crore rupees. The itinerary then shifts to Imphal's historic Kangla Fort, where he will inaugurate another 1,200 crore rupees worth of projects. The Prime Minister is also expected to interact with the displaced people in the state. And in a big northeast push, Prime Minister will also be visiting Mizoram, Assam, West Bengal and Bihar from the 13th to the 15th of September.
I would like to make a statement on behalf of State Government for the visit of Honorable Prime Minister. The State Government appreciates the efforts of the people of Manipur, both in the hills and the valley, for successfully moving forward to restore peace and normalcy in the state. The joint efforts of all the stakeholders have brought stability and security slowly but steadily in the state. Manipur is not just a border state but a central pillar of India's Act East policy, a gateway to the Southeast Asia and a proud guardian of India's diversity. Peace is not only the absence of violence but also the presence of trust, harmony and reconciliation. Thus, the visit of Honorable Prime Minister to the state will pave way for peace, normalcy and accelerated growth in the state.
Let me quickly go across to my colleague Sabyasachi Roy. He joins me live from Manipur with more details on the same. Sabya, what are you really picking up from the ground? This is Prime Minister's first visit since ethnic clashes broke out in Manipur in 2023. How are people really, on both sides, hill and the valley, reacting to his visit?
Well, first of all, let me show you the visuals around. I'll request my video journalist just to pan around and show you the visuals. We are reporting from outside the Kangla Fort, where Prime Minister Narendra Modi, after visiting Churachandpur, will be coming in. And on your screen, you can see the massive deployment of security personnel outside the Kangla Fort. And not only Kangla Fort, but across the state, there has been massive deployment of security personnel, several layers, including the Manipur Police, CRPF, Assam Rifles and the disaster management force. All of them are on alert. Now, coming back to the question that the two communities, there are mixed reactions, what we are picking from ground, because when Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be visiting Churachandpur, he will be meeting with the internally displaced people. Now, the message from the central government is very much clear that they are not differentiating between both the communities. Now, if you talk about the Kuki-Zu community, one of their demand is to the rehabilitation of the displaced people. See, across Manipur, there are around 280 relief camps where around 60,000 people are currently staying. See, after the presidential rule, there has been attempts from the central government to relocate these people. Now, the second focus will be to make sure that there is free movement when it comes to the highway, because because the National Highway 2 is still blocked, because after the presidential rule, there was attempt from the central government to reopen the highway, but that soon backfired. Now, coming to Methi, the Methi people also who were staying in the hills, they were displaced. So Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be listening to the people from both the communities. Now, as far as the ground reaction is concerned, see, a lot of the people are extremely happy with Prime Minister Narendra Modi coming to Manipur after 2 years, stating that something good will happen, something good will come out after the negotiations. But a lot of the people are also not happy about the fact that it took around 2.5 years for Prime Minister Narendra Modi to come to Manipur. He should have visited Manipur a lot earlier. But clearly there are mixed reactions that we are picking from ground. But largely the focus of the central government is to boost the infrastructure, boost the development in the state, so that there is jobs, there is development takes place in the state of Manipur. And also one of the demand that is continuously coming in from both the Kuki Zoo as well as the Methi community is the restoration of the government in Manipur, where there are demands from the Kuki Zoo community that they should be declared as a union territory. So all these discussions are going to take place, and the message of Prime Minister Narendra Modi is going to be very much important, because the message will be for both the communities, because for the development of the state, it is very much important that there is a long-lasting peace that returns to Manipur.
Right, Sabya, let's speak a bit more about the security grid. We're learning about multi-layer security, checks every 100 meters, and of course restriction on what people can really carry. How is this playing out on the ground for those planning to attend Prime Minister's rally?
Well, see, let me once again show you the visuals. You can see multiple layer of security arrangements on your screen. You can see the state police, the CRPF, the commandos, the Assam Rifles. All of them have been deployed at around 100 meters at every single junction. The road which leads to Kangla Fort has been completely fortified with posters of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Now, we had seen that day before yesterday, the incident that unfolded near Churachandpur, where the posters of Prime Minister Narendra Modi were destroyed, and after which the police intervened to make sure that no such situation arises. The security arrangements has been intensified, and since yesterday there has been no reports have come out. So clearly the security arrangements, the security personnels are doing their job to make sure that the law and order situation is maintained, while people who are willing to attend Prime Minister Narendra Modi's program both in Churachandpur as well as in Kangla, they have to get the invitation. So the invitation has been given out to the people who are going to attend the program, and also the internally displaced people. They will be coming here both in Churachandpur as well as in Kangla Fort to speak with Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be speaking to them, and the messaging, what is important is that the messaging is very much clear, that Prime Minister Narendra Modi and the central government acknowledges their problems, acknowledges their issue, and that is the reason why several thousand crore project is being initiated for the state of Manipur, and soon the central government will try to bring the long-lasting peace in Manipur.
Right, Sabya, let's also speak a bit about the bigger picture here. Do tell us what really stands out from the Prime Minister's Manipur visit today. Is it more about the development push, the political messaging, or his outreach to the displaced?
The messaging from Prime Minister Narendra Modi, overall, if you see that the central government is very much clear that they are not differentiating when it comes to the Kuki community or when it comes to the Methi community. When Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be meeting with the internally displaced people both in Churachandpur and in Kangla Fort, the message is that the central government is acknowledging their problem and the central government is working towards it. Moreover, this could see that the internally displaced people, the relocation demand that they have been continuously asking for, towards that a step will be taken by the central government. See, after the presidential rule, there has been attempts from the central government. It is slow and steady, and also the opening of the highways will be another important crucial point which Prime Minister Narendra Modi will also be discussing, because already we had seen that after the presidential rule, when there was attempts to reopen the highway, that backfired, because one or two people have lost their life because of the opening of the closed highway, which the local people call it as a buffer zone, and also the infrastructure development which is very much needed in the state of Manipur. See, Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be the second PM to visit Manipur in 4 decades. The last Prime Minister was late Rajiv Gandhi, who visited the state of Manipur. So clearly the messaging from the central government is very much loud and clear that when it comes to the people of Manipur, the central government is already there. They have been continuously providing them with assistance, and the focus is to make sure that both the communities come together to make sure that there is long-lasting peace in Manipur, and also to the opposition who have been continuously asking that where is the central government, why isn't Prime Minister Narendra Modi visiting Manipur? So that message is also for the opposition as well.